Kathy Hochul became the new governor of New York Tuesday. The former lieutenant governor is the first woman to hold the office. She takes over for Andrew Cuomo. Earlier this month, he resigned following sexual harassment allegations. At her swearing-in ceremony, Hochul pledged to bring changes to Albany.
I spoke with President Biden last night to talk about a number of issues. He pledged his full support to my administration in anything we need. Particularly, I thanked him for the support we've received from FEMA and others in terms of cleaning up after Henri. And I do want to thank the people whose lives were disrupted, as well as those who responded not just to that crisis, but those who continue to fight on the front lines as we fight this deadly pandemic. I also want to thank the hundreds of thousands of state workers who I have such respect for, and I look forward to letting them know that I will represent them with my heart and soul as well. So I just want to tell you briefly, I'll be sharing a number of my priorities with all of you. How we'll be combating COVID, getting direct aid to New Yorkers more quickly, and changing the culture of Albany. And that's why I'm looking forward to a fresh collaborative approach. It's how I've always conducted myself. It'll be nothing new for me, but it's something I'm planning on introducing to the state capitals.
As the city reports, Governor Hochul is stepping in, quote, just as the debate over vaccination mandates for schools and more reaches a fever pitch. On Monday, Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine gained full FDA approval. Alyssa Katz joins me now. She is deputy editor of The City. Alyssa, welcome. So how familiar are New Yorkers with their new governor, Kathy Hochul?
Well, it depends on which part of New York you're talking about. In Western New York, the area around Buffalo, people know Kathy Hochul very well. She was the Erie County Clerk. She was then a member of Congress representing part of the Buffalo area. And she's a very familiar face. She's been the lieutenant governor of New York since 2015. And in that capacity, Hochul has certainly toured around the state, made many public appearances, but still was very much operating in Governor Andrew Cuomo's shadow, and very much was on a part of his apparatus and did not really have a kind of portfolio or profile of her own. So certainly for those of us in New York City, the majority of the state is downstate. We are just getting to know Hochul, and I think she really, today, in those remarks that you just showed, and also in a speech later in the afternoon, really made some pointed efforts to introduce herself to New Yorkers, and as she was just saying, set a new tone in Albany.
So even as she was introducing herself, do we know, Alyssa, what some of the more immediate priorities will be for the Hochul administration?
Well, I mean, she talked about some of them there. I mean, clearly she is right in the middle of real conundrums around how to respond to COVID. And in particular, as my website, The City, reported today, especially right in the middle of pressure to impose vaccination mandates. We had the full approval of the Pfizer vaccine yesterday from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. And you immediately, for instance, in the city of New York, we had Mayor Bill de Blasio saying he's going to be requiring vaccination for all staff in New York City public schools, without exception, before there had been an option for weekly testing. Today, Hochul didn't go that far, but she did say that there would be vaccination mandates for teachers statewide with a weekly testing option, which for many parts of New York State is a big change and nothing they have seen before. But what she did do also is say, she would have more to say on vaccination mandates, but would be presenting them later in the week. She's clearly moving at 100 miles an hour with such, it's only 2 weeks ago, right, that that Governor Cuomo said he would be resigning, that Kathy Hochul would be stepping up to become governor. And, this is a very kind of fast moving and honestly very, controversial topic, right? You have some New Yorkers who strongly want vaccination mandates, whether it's in workplaces or people doing public service to, who are the workers in those workplaces. And then you have others who are very opposed to any kind of mandates for political, religious, or health reasons, whether we agree with those reasons or not. And she is she's introducing herself to New York. She has really striven to remain a very kind of conciliatory and cooperative figure. That's a very kind of big theme in how she governs. And for someone like Hochul, who's very careful and cooperative, to suddenly be forced to dive into an issue that is so polarizing and where the stakes are very real. I mean, these are real life or death stakes potentially for New Yorkers. Is a real challenge for a new governor to step in on her very first day.
Finally, Alyssa, you have reported on the role Kathy Hochul played for years, boosting Andrew Cuomo's campaign to sell himself as a champion of women. And as we mentioned, he did resign amid allegations of sexual harassment, intimidation, and creating a toxic workplace. How is Kathy Hochul trying to repair the damage in Albany?
Well, she's already announced some measures today. She said she is overhauling sexual harassment training for state workers. And this was she made a very important point. She said they're going to be requiring training to be done in person so that, as she said it, you can't just click through some screens. And she was referring, without saying so, to findings by the investigation into Governor Cuomo, that he basically had blown off the sexual harassment training that he himself had required. And then, in fact, had a staffer signed the affidavit for him saying that he had taken it. And what she's saying is that kind of dismissive attitude is no longer going to stand.
All right, we'll continue to see how her governorship develops. Alyssa Katz for us. Alyssa, always good to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Arizona Republicans widely criticized